Hi everyone, Annette Kessler here with a new video tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Black Pages art book, binding and all. So I have here some pages that I folded in half. Some of the pages are 4 by 8 and some of the pages are 3 by 8. They're all folded in half, and now I'm going to attach them back to back to create my book. The reason that I have different size of pages is that later I want to cut the pages and have different size pages in my book. That will make it a little bit more interesting. I always recommend using white glue or liquid glue. White glue is the best for making books and journals. It will hold the best. So I am alternating the sizes of the pages, and I am attaching them back to back to create my book. This is going to be an art book, so that means that we're going to add different artistic patterns and images to it. I'm just going to be very light about it and show you different materials that you can write and draw and doodle on black pages, because they're slightly different than what you are used to usually when the page is white. Okay, so let's finish attaching all the pages. This is the last one. Okay, so you have to make sure that they're all aligned, obviously, and everything is completely straight, especially on the side where all the pages are folded, so the book will be straight. So now I'm going to cut the excess according to the smaller pages. This way I'll have 4 by 4 pages and 3 by 4 pages. That will make my art book more interesting. Like this. Okay, so now how do I bind this? So I'm going to take a piece of, oops, I forgot one page. Just gonna cut it later. Okay, let's cut it now. I'm going to take a piece of black paper, just plain paper, because you need it to be flexible. Don't do this with cardstock. I'm talking about the binding, because cardstock is too thick and not flexible enough. This book needs to open and close, so it needs a really flexible binding. So I'm going to take a piece of black paper. It's going to be 4 by about 3 or so, and I'm going to apply glue all over this paper and attach it to the spine. Now how I'm going to do that? First I'm going to attach it to one side, align it with the edges, and then attach it to the spine itself, and then fold it over to the other side. And now it is bound completely, and you have a book that you can go ahead and add whatever you want to. Okay, so now let's add some fun patterns and doodling on the inside. First, let's make our mini album or mini book really interesting by cutting some of the edges of the pages in different shapes. That will make our pages more interesting, not just with the doodling and shapes we're going to add, but also with the shape itself. Nobody said that an art book needs to have identical pages with straight edges, right? Right. Okay. So basically I'm cutting the smaller pages, but you can also do this with the larger pages. Completely up to you how you want to do this. And you can leave the edges straight if you want as well. Now the first material that we're going to use is a gel pen. Gel pen has different types of ink in them, and when you take a white pen, a white gel pen, it will look really pretty on a black paper. And you can write with it, you can draw with it, you can doodle with it. If you want to color with it, it will not work very well because the tip is really small and it doesn't come with larger tips. For coloring, I would suggest using a Posca pen, and Posca pens come in different sizes tips. Next we have an Artist Pitt pen, which is by Faber-Castell. I'll have links to all of those under the video if you want. This is more suitable for painting or for coloring. It has a larger tip, a straight tip, so you have two options to work with it. You can use the smaller edge or the larger edge. I'm just showing you how each of the materials look. I'm not going to fill all the pages, just to give you an idea. Next, we're having a color pencil. Now, this color pencil is unique. It is specifically for black pages. A regular color pencil will not work on black paper. And these pencils are called a black edition. Again, they're by Faber-Castell. I don't get anything from showing you this. These are just lovely materials that I use, so I thought I would share it. And those colored pencils come in different colors, not just white. The first one was white, but these are colored. They really blend nicely on the paper. Just going to show you how they blend together so you can have ombre effects if you want, and all that on black paper, so it's really cool. They have more pigment in them. Also, they added a metallic powder to them. That is why they write so beautifully on black paper. So they're not like regular colored pencils. I really love them, by the way. They look really cool. So you can work freehand on in your art book, or you can make patterns with stencils like I did here, and now I'm coloring my stencil pattern with the colored pencils. I don't have a Posca pen here, but a Posca pen is another idea that you can, another material that you can definitely use on black paper, and also they come in different size tips and so many colors, so you can just add that to your arsenal of materials for black paper. These are so cool. Finally, you have metallic markers, which are basically like regular markers, but again, they added shine, a fluorescent shine to them, and that is how they get that metallic look, and that is how they can write on black paper. Again, they come in various colors. Perfect for black paper. So basically, these are the materials that I like to use, and you can of course imagine that the possibilities are endless. These are just some ideas for black paper art, and of course I'm sure that you can come up with so many more. Okay, so I have a few more pages. This is a combination between a gel pen and a metallic marker. Of course, you can combine all the materials that I've shown you, create whatever patterns, drawings, doodlings that you want on your black pages. Just finishing my final pages, then our book will be ready. So I really hope you like this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video, so you won't miss anything and you'll be able to follow all the tutorials and make all the projects. Don't forget, I'm putting links for you for all those materials that I've used in this video, again in the description under the video. So I really hope you'll give this black pages a try, and thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.